I am inside my favorite store, Christofel, a French-based company, which is my favorite country, Paris, my favorite city. So using their beautiful pieces, I'm gonna be making shrimp ceviche, a tuna tartare, and a simple shrimp cocktail. I'm gonna show you just how easy it is to make. First thing I'm gonna make is shrimp ceviche. A lot of people are afraid to use raw shrimp in ceviche, which is what traditionally is used, and they're afraid, they're intimidated by it. Oh, what if it just sits out too long, if it's raw? So I actually use cooked shrimp. I buy frozen cooked shrimp, largest ones you can find. First thing I'm gonna do is cut the shrimp, and I'm gonna be using this knife. Just cut each shrimp in kind of 3 pieces like this. For this display, I'm gonna be using a cup of the cooked shrimp. Now, the second thing that you need is avocado. I'm gonna go ahead and use half of this, and then I'll show you a really easy way to cut this. So go ahead and just split it in half. I'm gonna use the smaller knife. Now, all you have to do is just slice it in one way, and then take it and just slice it the other way. Look how easy it is. And all you gotta do then, you just get to spoon it right out into the mixing bowl. You see? You need like good 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. Just brings out a really nice, fresh taste. Because we're just using about a cup of shrimp, you would just want to do about 3 tablespoons of the red onion because the taste is very overpowering. Now, next one is a jalapeno. It's not really the skin that's spicy, it's actually the seeds, because that's where all the heat comes from. What I'm gonna do is just cut it in half, and then I'm gonna cut it in 4s. Make sure at home use gloves when you do this because it's going to take some time for the spice to get out of your hands. So we had a cup of shrimp. I'm going to be doing half a cup of tomatoes. Just take each cherry tomato and cut it into 4s. You want them to be bite-sized. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add these right in here. You want the juice of 1 lime in here. I'm gonna use about half a teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink salt, but you could use any kind of salt you have in hand. And then just mix them up. 1 of 3 that's gonna go in this beautiful dish. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right here. Now the great thing about this dish is that it's deep enough that you could make ceviche in it. The second dish that I'm gonna make is, I'm gonna show you just how easily you could actually display a shrimp cocktail in here. Just fill it up with a little bit of ice. This is gonna look so beautiful. Some shrimp cocktail all around it. And to make it more colorful, what I'm gonna do is just put some sliced lemon right on top like this. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make tuna tartare. So here we have a sushi grade tuna. Now, a lot of people ask what makes a sushi grade tuna. So what happens is you either get it so fresh, right from the sea, or what they do is that they flash freeze it. So when they flash freeze it, that becomes sushi grade. This is right from the fish market. So this one is very fresh. So one of the things about working with a tuna to make a tuna tartare is that you have to put olive oil around it for it not to change color. So here We have some olive oil, and all I'm gonna do is just pat it with olive oil. Go. That way it doesn't change color, and then just put it in little pieces. Here you want to mince the tuna because you want it to be bite-sized. Now with this tuna tartare, you need about a teaspoon of honey because you definitely need some sweetness in there. And then you need about 2 tablespoons rice vinegar, and the unseasoned kind. Soy sauce, 2 tablespoons, because you're not going to be salting this. The soy sauce is actually going to be the salt in here. So about 2 tablespoons. And one of the main ingredients that makes this, gives it that Asian tuna tartare flavor is toasted sesame oil. So 1 tablespoon. And lastly, you need some lime juice, 1 tablespoon. Go ahead and stir all this up. And then what I'm gonna add in here is a little bit of the dry chives. Some toasted sesame seeds. The black sesame seeds, 2 teaspoons. So I'm gonna mix this up a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this 3rd perfect compartment right here. Shrimp cocktail, tuna tartare, and the shrimp ceviche. I mean, this is really how easy it is.